Welcome to the Crate and Separation Anxiety module. This guide will help you recognize separation anxiety and crate anxiety, provide some exercises to prevent dogs from developing these two challenges, and will share tips on how to manage these behaviors. First, we're going to review some information on separation anxiety. Separation anxiety is a condition in which dogs experience excessive distress when they are unable to be with their human. When a dog with separation anxiety is left alone, they enter a panic state and will go to extraordinary lengths to escape their confines, whether that's a crate, a room, or a whole home. It is important to distinguish separation anxiety from a dog's decompression period when they move into a new home. We often find that adopters or fosters accidentally mistake a dog's decompression period with true separation anxiety. Let's chat about how to determine if a dog may be experiencing some isolation distress versus true separation anxiety. Isolation distress is something that dogs who prefer not to be left alone may experience. Generally, these dogs are able to hold their bladder and will not have accidents. They may bark for a short period of time before settling down. They usually won't inflict self-harm, but they may still cause some minor damage from chewing when left alone. True separation anxiety, on the other hand, is when a dog panics when left alone. When they're left alone, they may go to the bathroom in the home, even if they are house-trained. They may bark for long periods of time without settling, may injure themselves trying to escape from the situation, and they may cause major damage via chewing or digging to a home. There are a variety of reasons why a dog may develop separation anxiety, and these reasons may include 1. A traumatic experience. While dogs may have experienced some type of trauma in their past, it is important to remember that many dogs have not come from a truly abusive situation. 2. A dog may just not be used to any form of isolation away from humans if they have not experienced it before. 3. A change in routine can also contribute to separation anxiety. While it can be harder to predict if a dog will develop separation anxiety, there are some groups of dogs who potentially are at a higher risk if intervention is not taken early on. 1. Puppies or young adults who have not experienced any alone time before. 2. Adolescent dogs and young adults who have less developed impulse controls. 3. Velcro dogs, or those who do not leave their human side. 4. Dogs who struggle with confinement to a space such as a crate. 5. Dogs who get overly excited or overstimulated when their humans come home. If your dog belongs to one of those categories listed above, it is important to adopt the necessary separation skills in order to prevent your dog from developing a separation anxiety disorder. There are several ways to help maintain or improve your dog's comfort when they are left alone, and many of these activities can be worked on at home and with the help of a professional trainer. Confidence building. Daily training sessions will help build your dog's confidence. Dedicate at least 1 or 2 5-minute training sessions a day to teach your dog basic commands and tricks. Crate time. It is important to provide your dog with a safe and comfortable space of their own. Crates are a great tool to facilitate this. To encourage the crate to become a safe space for your dog, where they can happily spend time on their own, they should have a positive association with it. Schedule alone time. Dogs should learn that they are capable of being alone even if their humans are around. Leaving your dog in the crate and exiting the room for short periods of time allows the dog to become more comfortable and less anxious when left alone. Gradually increase the time that you are out. You can also provide your dog with a chew or Kong each time you leave to prepare them for when you really do leave. Keep your cool. Dogs are pros at reading body language. Therefore, it is important to keep all interactions when you enter or leave the home calm and unexciting. By remaining calm and collected, your dog will realize that you leaving is not a big deal after all. Similarly, do not give your dog attention when they whine, jump, or show any signs of distress. Wait for the demanding behavior to subside before giving your dog attention, because any attention is good attention. Acknowledging their impatient behavior, even with a simple look or verbal command, will reinforce this type of attention-seeking behavior. Reward your dog for relaxing. Dogs with lower overall stress levels are better able to self-soothe and tolerate mild discomforts like being alone. A trainer can provide your dog with some relaxation training exercises, such as the ones that you see in this video. Practice stay. Building impulse control will help your dog develop comfort when being physically separated from you. Start by asking your dog for a down. Say yes if they listen so they know they did the right thing, and give them a treat. Take a step back. If your dog stays in the down position, say yes and give them a treat. Continue to repeat this and gradually increase the distance. When you are far enough away, release the dog with an okay cue. Remember not to scold your dog if they move before you give them the cue. Simply re-cue into a down and continue from there. Mental and physical exercise. Mental and physical exercise, when done in conjunction with the other exercises we've discussed, can be a great way to meet your dog's needs and help them tire out so that they are not so anxious when they're left alone. Check out our exercise guide for some helpful tips and tricks to keep your dog's mind and body occupied. Separation can be challenging, which is why we generally recommend that you consult with a trainer if you're having trouble or need some guidance. A trainer can help you learn how to work on gradual departures and absences and counter conditioning and desensitization with your dog. It is important to remember that there isn't a quick fix to separation anxiety, and it generally does require plenty of time, patience, and training. While some dogs experience anxiety when they are left alone in any circumstance, other dogs experience this when they are confined to a smaller space, such as a crate. Dogs who have crate anxiety may enter a panic state and will go to extraordinary lengths to escape. A dog may chew and bend the crate bars and accidentally inflict self-harm. They may dig the crate tray out from underneath them, or they may escape the crate completely. If your dog is having challenges in their crate, try the following techniques to encourage a positive association to the crate and enable a safe and comfortable environment. 1. Make the crate comfortable. Cover the crate with a blanket and put the crate in a quiet area. Bedding and toys will provide a safe space and will allow the dog to feel comfortable. Creating a dark and cozy space for your dog will provide them with a safe and quiet den. 2. Bring your crate into a bedroom if needed at night. Your dog may feel comforted when they can see you. 3. Feed all meals in the crate and provide high-value items and long-lasting chews in the crate. Feeding all of your dog's meals and giving any treats or chews in the crate will incentivize them to independently enter the crate. Use lower-value treats when training and save higher-value treats for crate time when you leave. Keep the crate door open at first. When you are home, encourage your dog to enter and exit the crate as they please so they get used to being in the crate without truly being confined. 5. Expect whining and barking. It is very common for dogs to whine or bark when they are in the crate, and this typically lasts up to 30 minutes. As your dog gets familiar with the crate, this is less likely to happen and will improve over time. It is important to ignore the dog, as attention will encourage this type of behavior. There are also some important things to remember when you're working on crate training to ensure that your dog always has a positive association when being crated. 1. Never force your dog into a crate. Forcing your dog into the crate will cause more stress and anxiety, so it is important to allow them to walk in on their own terms or with some positive coaxing. Use a tasty treat or peanut butter smeared on the back bars of the crate to see if they are comfortable enough to step in. 2. If your dog is going to potentially inflict self-harm or damage due to crate anxiety, don't lock them in the crate, as this doesn't give them an escape route when they are experiencing anxiety. You will want to work up to closing the crate door, but there are other steps that you will need to try first. It's possible that confining them to an area using a playpen or baby gate might make them more comfortable to start as you're working on crating. 3. Finally, never use the crate to punish your dog. Always ensure that your dog is associating the crate with a positive experience. If your dog has an accident in the home or is chewing up something that they shouldn't be, calmly handle that situation rather than force them into their crate. Now that you've learned more about what separation and crate anxiety are and how to manage these behaviors, consider if you feel like a dog who is experiencing these behaviors might be the right fit for you and your lifestyle. While these behaviors can be challenging, they can also be managed if you take the right steps and work with a professional trainer. As with all behavior problems, getting help sooner is always better than later.